Good morning. Happy Friday. Good. What is happening here? Every day with the hair. Happy Friday, everybody. I am here. My name is Jeff Blankenburg. We're going to be building or continuing to work on an Alexa scavenger hunt today. And for those of you that don't know what that is or haven't seen that before, the whole point of building an Alexa scavenger hunt is to have a game that people can play with their Alexa device that gives us some clues or hints that they have to go find and research, maybe on the internet, probably on the internet, especially in these stay-at-home days. And then once they figured out what the clue is, they come back to Alexa and they tell her the answer. And if they're right, then they move on to the next puzzle. And my thought is that every week there's 5 or so puzzles to work your way through. So that is what we're working on. But because I like games and I feel like we need to play more games, we need to have a little more entertainment while we all stay at home here, I thought today would be a good opportunity to play a game. So we can actually do this remotely, and I'm going to have all of you try to join in. So I don't know how well this will work. I've tried this once before, but we're going to give it a try. I have a game called Lie Swatter, and let's see if I can do something about. Let's see if I can do this really quick. If we can just take this, I'm playing with my stream right now, so we're gonna call this just the screen. Do I have? I don't have one of these yet, so we'll just call it screen. Only. So what I'm doing is I'm playing with my streaming software right now, and I've created a new grouping called screen only, and then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get rid of everything that isn't. Let's see if we get rid of the camera. Gone. If we get rid of the whole lower third thing. Can I do that? Can I just get rid of the whole group? Can I just hide it? Boom, gone. We'll get rid of the follower goal. And I think now we just have the screen. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we have that set up. Good morning to those of you that are here. If you'd like to chat, please join me in the chat too. It's always good to know who's here and participating and paying attention. But this is a game called Lie Swatter, and I'm going to have to do this on my phone also. But the way this will work is you need to go to a browser. JB Nunn, good morning. Hope you're ready to play a fun game with me. I'm going to open up a browser on my phone, and I'm going to go to jackbox.tv. And if you guys haven't played these games before, they're super fun. Jackbox.tv. Go. And what it does is it takes you to a page that kind of looks like, well, I can't show you anymore, but it takes you to a simple web page, and it asks you for a room code and your name. So for the room code, that's the code that you have on the screen there, which is HDKS, HDKS. And for your name, try to put something appropriate, but you can call yourself whatever you want if you want to use your screen name or whatever. That's always cool. So I'm in. We've got 3 players so far, and I'm going to wait. This will handle up to 100 players, so we'll wait until we get a few extra players to join us. But I can explain a little bit about this game, and we'll get it started here in just a minute. And then I'll turn the audio for the game on so you can hear it too. So the way this game works is I think there's 7 questions, and each question is one that you definitely do not know the answer to. And so all you're trying to decide is the thing that they're telling you the truth or a lie? And you'll have 2 buttons on your screen to decide. And once you've done that, once you've made your decision, then we all vote. And you get points for answering the fastest, and you get points for getting it correct, of course. And we kind of go from there. So I'm going to try one more thing while we're in here. Let's see if I can get to Twitter. Let's see if we can say, come join the stream. Why isn't my keyboard working? My keyboard doesn't want to work at all of a sudden. Oh, there we go. Come join the stream for a rousing game of Lie Swatter by Jackbox. So close. So close to getting that. Alright, so I'll just tweet that out. And then we'll come back to our game. So we still just have 3 players. We could play one and then play another one when people come back. It doesn't take too long. And then we can get into the building. The building a scavenger hunt. So, alright, we have, I think we have 5 people watching, but we only have 3 people in the game. And that includes me. So there's only 2 of the 5 playing. So if you'd like to join in, we're going to play a really simple game. And all you need to do is go to jackbox.tv on your phone or tablet, or your browser, honestly. And then you need to type in the room code that's there, which is HDKS. So many good dog barks this morning. One of these days I'll have to bring the dog on the stream. I have a chocolate lab, and she is she's blind. She's 5 years old, and she was born blind, and you would never ever know it if I hadn't told you. She's remarkable. Can walk around the house, doesn't run into things, but man, the front door is her enemy. Ooh, somebody started the game. Waiting for game to start. Okay, so we have 4 players. Here we go. Somebody hit the button.
You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories.
Cars.
The Ford Taurus is the most popular car among millionaires. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie.
What do you guys think?
In 1897, a murder trial used a ghost's testimony as evidence.
Get your answers in.
All alpacas are born with a twin. The ketchup squeeze bottle was developed by NASA.
I don't know. That seems like maybe. None is crushing it.
Bop It is used in the Israeli Army's basic training.
I gotta be fast on my answers if None's gonna be challenging me like this.
Queen Elizabeth II has a robotic dog.
Does that mean like somebody bought her a robotic dog? Because I could see how that would be.
Bill Clinton's cat Socks starred in the Nintendo game Socks the Cat Rocks the Hill.
That can't be a real game, can it? Oh my gosh.
And here's where everyone stands at the end of round 1.
Whoa, Cross, nice work. End of round 1.
Here are your next 7 fact
Oh
categories.
my gosh, did I see animal penises as one of the topics? Goodness.
Nervous sweating is an evolutionary response to make you slippery and hard to catch.
People taking their times on this one.
price of popcorn, New Zealand movie theaters serve Spam.
That seems too far-fetched. I could see... Also... I don't know that I believe instead of.
An orangutan's penis is 4 times as wide as it is long.
Sorry for that topic, everybody. I mean, I'm not. That's a funny idea, but... Still, trying to keep it family-friendly here.
The U.S. Army sells PlayStation 3 controllers that look like assault rifles. Nokia patented a tattoo that vibrates.
That seems likely. Yeah.
Cockroaches were popular pets in Thailand in 2003. Purdue appointed a turkey CEO for a day.
Do you imagine they just let him, like, walk around the office and make decisions by, like, clucking and gobbling at stuff? How would you be a CEO if you're a turkey?
Here are your scores.
Oh boy. Massive comeback. Alright, you guys are going to have to bring it in round 3.
For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is Scooby-Doo guest stars. Which of these celebrities were really guest stars on Scooby-Doo cartoons, and which ones are we lying about? Mr. Rogers.
Oh man, I thought for sure.
The Dukes of Hazzard.
These all seem plausible. Although, the Dukes of Hazzard should have 2 Z's, right? Not a typo in your game, Jackbox. Just none. There, we do have someone playing named Fred.
Roseanne Barr.
No. I don't think she was popular enough during that time, and that doesn't seem like a thing she'd do recently. I'm going to say no.
Bill Clinton.
That again, that seems like a maybe. Bill Clinton seems like someone that would do that. I just don't know if the timeline of Scooby-Doo airings happens at a time when it makes sense. Yeah.
Kiss.
I'm almost certain that's correct. I'm pretty sure I've seen that one.
The Harlem Globetrotters.
See, again, if you can place them in the 70s or early 80s, probably.
And Saints J.C. Chazet.
Okay. I held on? What? I thought I got a lot of
Let's
those
see
wrong.
the final scores.
That was close, Cross. And Jeff Nunn. You guys both came really close on that. Fred, I don't know what happened down there. I thought for sure you'd make a comeback on the Scooby-Doo stuff. Do we have more players? Do we want to try again? New players. We'll try one more if you guys are down for it, and then we can... TYVC. So those of you that are watching that didn't get a chance to play that time, we'll play one more round of this. All you need to do is go to jackbox.tv and type in that room code, and you're in. We've got 2. Let's see. Awesome. Just so you guys all see that, Jeff Nunn, he'll be streaming at noon Eastern on the Amazon Alexa channel. So that's twitch.tv/Amazon Alexa. And he's doing Doom Eternal with Lego Mindstorms. Man, that's all my favorite keywords. I may have to tune in also. We'll see what my workload permits. Anybody else want to join? It's pretty easy. We'll give it one more minute and then we'll start the game. Tell your friends, they're missing out. They could be playing games live on stream with someone they've never met. It's the best. I also need to figure out how to pump the audio directly from my machine through the stream instead of you listening to it through the microphone, but this will work. Alright, I don't know if anyone else is going to join. So we'll get started. Here we go, 3 players.
It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from these fact categories. Most dogs are deathly allergic to watermelon.
Cross is going to crush me this time.
More hamsters are kept in pets in New Zealand than dogs and cats combined.
How many dogs and cats do you think there are in New Zealand? Those island nations. Oh man, I got 2 wrong so far. Fred is on top of it.
Bruce Springsteen holds a stringless guitar while he's on stage.
That can't be true. That would be incredibly disappointing if that were true.
All new presidents of Venezuela are required to purchase assassination insurance. A dog received the first silicone breast implants.
Seems like a weird thing to test on. But maybe.
Most common name on a fake U.S. driver's license? Frank Templeton.
So these are just counterfeit driver's licenses? I don't know why.
5 candidates named Batman were on Brazilian ballots for the 2012 election.
I could see that. I think probably.
And here's where everyone stands at the end of round 1.
Man, you guys got to step up your game. I don't mean to be so good at this.
Here are your new fact categories. Nostradamus wrote an essay called Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man.
Cross is ready for a
The
comeback.
song We Are the World is the only non-human to win a Nobel Peace Prize.
Fred Chicken. That's okay. These are meant to be hard. Like,
Some Crown Plaza hotels employ snore monitors to walk the halls listening for snoring.
why? Like, this is one of those ones. Like, why would they do that? What would snoring get them? What?
Ranchers' phones were connected through barbed wire fences in the American West.
Maybe? Oh, that's not even how I interpreted it, but that makes
Eric
sense. I guess.
Clapton once ate a guitar on a dare.
I don't think so.
Ketchup and mustard mixed together is officially known as ketchtard.
No.
Nicolas Cage sued Kathleen Turner for claiming he stole a chihuahua.
I have no idea.
Here are your scores.
Man. Fred, you're making a comeback. Second place is still an opportunity.
For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is the Emmys. Some of these facts about the Emmy Awards are true, but others are lies. Rabbit Ear Antennas won an Emmy in 1955.
I don't think so.
MSNBC's Morning Joe coffee stain logo won an Emmy in 2009.
Are there Emmys for this kind of weird stuff? Nice job, Fred. See, you're not too terrible at this.
ESPN's yellow First and 10 line won an Emmy in 1998.
I guess there must be like innovations in television stuff. Emmys.
The Parental Guide Notification won an Emmy in 2004?
I don't even understand these questions.
The PS3 Dual Shock Controller won an Emmy in 2007.
Wow.
The TV Test Pattern Color Bars won an Emmy in 2001.
The timing of that doesn't seem to match up. Wow.
The Fox NFL Robots won an Emmy in 2003.
I did not do good that round. Well, you guys are going to have to try again some other time to beat me, because these aren't even close, guys. Alright. Well, we had a good game. Thank you, Cross and Fred, for playing along, and for Jeff Nunn for the first game. Let's see if I can get out of this game. I love the Jackbox games, and that game specifically, Lie Swatter, is available on Alexa as well. So if you like playing that game and you thought that was fun, you can play that on Alexa. You can just say, you ask for Open Lie Swatter, and that same game is available there. So let me get rid of Steam and this. And let's get into what we're actually here for, which is to write some code. So the last time that I was here, I guess I can go to this view. The last time that I was here on Wednesday, we were building a scavenger hunt skill. And the idea behind the scavenger hunt was to be able to send a user an image or a voice description or something. Of course that's happening right now. I acknowledge. To be able to build a scavenger hunt where I can present them with an image or a voice clue or sound effects or anything. And then have the user try to go off and do some research and guess and try to figure out what it is that the clues we're trying to get them to say. And so we built a couple of puzzles. I can show you what those look like here. If I go to my art folder, I have game 1, puzzle 1, looks like this. So it's a tiger striped background, and you can see that it says Joe Exotic, and it has 3 X's through it. And the idea here was that for this puzzle, you would have to give the name of the 3 different last names that Joe Exotic changes his name to during the television show Tiger King. There's a lot to put together there, and there's a lot to know. And so you probably would have to go out and figure this out and say, well, why are there 3 X's, and why is it through his last name? And what other things could he might be called, right? So there's a lot to piece together with something like this. So you're not going to do it in a time that Alexa can respond, which is like, hey, I gave you some information. Here's 6 seconds. Good luck. This requires more time. And so in presenting these puzzle clues, excuse me, we need the users to be able to look at this picture for a longer period of time. And so if they have a device with a screen, something like this, right? This is an Echo Show 5. I can put it up on the screen and we can make it look nice and we can do all of that. But there's many, many more users of Alexa that don't have a screen on their device at all. And this is proving to be quite a challenge for me so far. So the way that I would like to do this is to push a card directly to the user's Alexa app. There's a place in your Alexa app where you can see cards that developers have written to your app that contain additional information, pictures, and all sorts of stuff. The problem I have with the cards is that the images are just way too small. They don't even fill a third of the screen, let alone the whole screen, with the information that I want to show. They're very, very small thumbnails. So the cards seemed like a dead end, and so one of the things that we started building on Wednesday was, the ability to be able to send the user information. So whether this be via text message or via email or something like that, where we could actually send out a message. And one of my regular viewers, her name is Carrie Payette. She goes by Coding. I'm forgetting her username, but she pointed out that, like, if I'm going to send text messages and send emails, that's kind of real. We're really getting kind of far away from Alexa. And so then how do I best do this where it still feels like Alexa should be part of the game? Because there's lots and lots of ways to do this, but we don't want to get too far away from it. So I think I still like the text messaging idea, but when we dug into it, I was using AWS SNS, and the simple notification service. If we look here, the only thing that I can pass in is a phone number and a message. I'm not able to attach images. Oh, I'm not showing you the right screen. Everything. You can see here that for using AWS SNS, I'm not able to attach an image. And that's something that I really want to do. So the first thing that I was going to do, and again, this is entirely exploration that we're doing as we're here, is we're going to go into another service called Twilio, I think is how it's pronounced. And I'm going to take a look at programmable SMS. I think this is the thing that I want. And I want to take a look at what's actually possible. Features. I can create visual customer experiences with attachments and picture messages. And they handle all of that for me. Now, the challenge that I run into with something like this is that there's a cost. So I think I want to look into this. Let's see what the pricing is. Pay as you go. Picture messages to send them is 2 cents. That's not terrible. And text messages are just less than a penny each. What do you guys think? Does that feel like something that could get out of control? Or is it something that I should just try to implement and see what happens? That's for local numbers. What does local number mean? And this is if I want a number. Let's see, if I... What if somebody joins from, like, India? Looks like it's all about the same. So that's, I don't know, maybe let's give this a try. What do you think? Should we give it a try? I wonder if there is a npm. This would be awesome. Twilio. There is a Twilio npm. Okay, awesome. So first things first, let's crack our terminal open, clear this out a little bit, and do I need to do cd lambda custom. In here is where I have my node modules folder, and so I want to do npm install, and that was just Twilio. Okay, npm install Twilio. Save that. So we're just going to add the Twilio SDK basically to our project. And I always like to verify that that got added to my package.json, and it did, so that's good. And then up here at the top, we're probably going to need to bring that in, so we'll say Twilio, if I could spell. And this will become Twilio too. And so we're importing this into our project. Still can't make the right W. Okay, so I have Twilio pulled in. There's probably some other work that I'm going to have to do though. Well, yeah, let's send my first message just to see what this looks like. Node. Oh, I love docs like this that just give me everything I need right in the right place. So I need an account SID and auth token. So I guess we got to go get some authentication credentials. I might already have an account here. So let's see. Looks like I do. So I'm going to go to this view. I'm just pulling it off screen right now. I don't like to broadcast like security credentials and stuff like that because then it's out there forever. So I'm just logging into my Twilio page, and if I can show the pages, then I will. Okay, so I have my account SID. We're going to go into my Lambda, and I'm just going to add these as environment variables, so then we don't need to see them, but we can refer to them. So I promise that I will explain what I'm doing. I'm just not going to show it, because then you'll see all my security credentials, and that ruins the fun. All right, so we go to Lambda in AWS, and I'm going to go to scavenger hunt. And in there, I can set up some environment variables. So we're gonna edit my environment variables. I'm gonna add one, and we're gonna say Twilio. What did they call this? I want to make sure I call it what they call it. Account SID. Account SID, and we're gonna put the value as the value they gave me, and I'm gonna add another one. And this is gonna be my auth token. So that's going to be Twilio auth token v save. Okay. So I have those both saved in my Lambda function as environment variables. So now I can close that tab for now, close my Lambda function for now, and now we can come back and play a little bit. So it looks like what I need to do here is take this stuff. Oh, this is where so I see. So I have to give it this context here. So let's take this first, and we'll do that. And then this needs to actually become, what do I normally do? Process.environment. The name of the thing. Okay. So this becomes, what did I call it? Account SID. So this is going to be Twilio account SID. And this is going to be Twilio. Auth key. Like so. Okay, so we've done the first step, which is getting my client set up. I'm going to call mine Twilio so I know what service I'm actually using. They love to be generic in these samples. It's not just them, but like everybody. Where's the send an MMS? Do I have that option? Send an MMS message. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so this is beautiful. I need this. I need this for the Alexa docs, man. This would be killer. All right, I gotta also. I'm tired of pink. It keeps turning pink. Alexa, turn Office LifeX white. I didn't say off. I just said white. Alexa, set Office LifeX to white. There we go. If you guys want to change the color, you can do it by doing stuff like that. But my colleague Justin Jeffers, I don't know if he's automated it at this point or what, but I think he's got some kind of automation that's constantly setting it to pink for me. And it bugs me. I don't mind pink. It's amazing to me that it's always pink. Always. Okay. So let's take that code that we just copied, and we're going to come down here to where I wanted to send a text message in my send text message function. And we'll just take all of this for a moment and comment it out, because it wasn't working the last time we were here anyway. So we'll do it like that, and we'll drop this in here. So this is going to become Twilio messages, create. The body is going to be, here is your first puzzle. And it's going to come from me, I guess. And the media URL, that's going to be in an S3 bucket. I've already uploaded these images there. I don't have this one here, but I can back this out, and I think I can just say here. No, it's not that. Let's just do buckets. That'll take me to my list of buckets. You can't control the light from your place, huh? If you say that, you have to enable the skill. But it should work from anywhere. Anybody that can use that skill. So try Ask Jeff Blankenburg first. And if it sounds a little bit like me and says, welcome, what can I tell you? Then you can just say the name of a color. You don't even need to say the set the lamp part. But it should work. Alexa, ask Jeff Blankenburg.
Hi, I'm Jeff Blankenburg. You can ask to hear my latest tweets, send me a message, or ask for my contact information. What else do you want to know about Jeff?
Well, red.
You asked me something I wasn't prepared for.
Alexa.
I'm constant.
Red.
The lamp has been set to red. Tune into twitch.tv/Jeff Blankenburg to
Alexa.
see it change live on air.
White.
The lamp has been set to white. Tune into twitch.tv/Jeff Blankenburg to see it change live on air.
Alexa, stop.
What would you like to? Have a good one.
So startup, give that a try. Let me know if that works. Because the skill's definitely working. I mean, it's just a simple API call. So I'd be very disappointed if it's not working for you for some reason. All right, so we're going to take the smaller image, game 1, puzzle 1, and we're going to... Is this copy path? Is that... What does that give me? Is that the like URL of the image? I didn't even know that button existed. No, see, it's an S3 URL. That's not what I want. I want this one. Copy link address. And then we'll come back here. Dismiss. We'll take this media URL. We'll add that as our image. And we're going to send it to me also. I don't know. Let's see if that works. You get the sirens, huh? Fred, what color did you try? Because I'm not getting any errors either, I don't think. Let me take a look at the logs and see why you guys are getting errors. Because that shouldn't happen. Okay, so let's go look at that file, line 480. Oh, sorry, 454. That's this one right here. 454. What are we doing there? I just hear the sirens, and then it says launch request. Very interesting. Oh, you know what I think? Okay, Fred, that's exactly what it is. So let's fix that. Airtable. This is something I hadn't planned or anticipated, but this is easy enough to fix. So we'll come into our speech data, and what I need to do is add you NUK. No, it's NGB. And let's do ENIN because that's probably startup's problem. And so we'll take that and we'll copy it, and then we'll go to goodbye. We'll paste it here, and then we will take that value, drag it all the way down. I think this is just a locale problem. Honestly, action query. Help. I'm going to have to do this for all of them, but that's okay. This is good data for me. Locale, favorite, that's not in there. Lookup, not there. Okay. So yeah, I think I was going to use this for something and I didn't. Okay, so give it a try now, guys. I'd love to know if this solves the problem. So I've added India and the UK as my locales. Did that solve the problem? Utah, give me 2, totally, man. Let me do that right now. So messages. Actually, you know what? I'll do this an easier way. I'll just text you. Let's see if I do this and I do Ryan. Amazon.com sent. Okay, there you go, man. For Fred Chicken and Startup, were you able to try it again? Oh, you know what would help? I wrote all that code, but I didn't deploy it. Why in the world would I think that would work? Let's go. Let's see if that works. So actually, I didn't make any changes to my code, did I? I just changed my data. So yeah, I'd love to know if that works. My guess is it's the locale, because I'm pulling your locale. You can see that that's how I get all of my speech data, is I grab your locale and then I use that to pull records out of the database, and I pull the appropriate ones. So if I wanted to add additional responses for things like I'm not EN, but like Spanish or German or French or Japanese or whatever, um, it would be easy for me to just add additional entries in the database, tag them with the appropriate locale, and it works. But I need you guys to tell me, because I don't have an India-based device or a UK-based device. I'd love to know if it's working now. All right, so I'm gonna jump. I just realized that you guys aren't seeing anything I'm doing either. I'm so sorry. So let's get back to the thing that we were doing, which is getting Twilio to send a message. And so for this, we're working on scavenger hunt. Alexa, ask Jeff Blankenburg.
There was a problem with the requested skills response.
I've broken the world. Unexpected string. Do I see an error in the code that would be obvious? No. It's not giving me my normal errors. Uncaught exception, unexpected string. Why isn't my code fixing or finding that in my error handler? Like the code is failing before we ever get to do anything. But I don't see any obvious errors here. Huh. Okay, so I've broken it entirely. That's really fun. What else? Yeah, now we've just straight up broken something, but I don't know what it is that we broke. So here I'm gonna close this for just a moment, and we're gonna open a folder. And we will choose GitHub, we'll choose now I don't know what version of the file I was working on. I've added English IN, right? Yeah, that's correct, startup. But there's still something wrong here, and I don't know what it is. Open a folder. So I have multiple versions of the skill even. Let's do this. Ask deploy. Really? Yeah, I don't think it's this. I don't think those are actually up there. Alexa, ask Jeff Blankenburg. Well, we're back to the siren. That means at least I'll get some errors.
Launch request.
Alexa, stop.
There was a problem communicating with the requested skill.
Get random speech. Okay, I gotta go back to camera for a second. What I'm digging into here is trying to figure out, it looks like there's something wrong with my query. And so I'm just trying to figure out what that is. We'll get to the bottom of this. So what I'm seeing is if I drop this in for the US one, oh, interesting. So in my code, I think I've just screwed up my query for grabbing this stuff. And so my filter for get random speech okay, so I think I found the issue, and this makes sense why we're having problems here. So it looks like I'm saying if locale is equal to a specific value, which certainly is not true. What I want is locale contains, and so I'm going to go to api.airtable.com, and I'm going to go to the thing we're working on, which is this speech table. And I want the, it doesn't matter, welcome table. I want JavaScript. And what I want to do is, there's a place here where they talk about how these things need to be URL encoded. And I need to remember where that is. If I go to this formula page. That's not what I wanted. There's a place. Somewhere in here. If I just do encoded. There used to be this really great link that was just kind of hidden in here. Maybe it's in the formula field reference. They were using this great code pen, and now I can't seem to find it. Airtable code pen. There it is. So I want to go back to the formula field reference, and I want to say was it search? Good morning, LJ. Thank you for being here. We're debugging an issue with my Jeff Blankenburg skill. I think it's search. Where have I done this effectively? This seems like this would be broken everywhere. Let me see if I go look in one of my older projects, like TKO Trivia. Lambda, custom. Did I do it here? Speech, no. Random speech, no. Get random question. Find. Yeah, I need to publish a version of that skill that doesn't have the Airtable stuff in it. But if I take that instead of this, what does that do? That's get random speech. Is that the only place I use it? Okay, cool. So let's save that, push that up, and see if that fixes our problem. So what I was doing was I was checking to see if the locale was equal to a specific locale, but that's not actually what I want. What I want to do is say, does the value that I'm passing you exist anywhere in that field? And that should solve our problem. Alexa, ask Jeff Blankenburg.
Hi,
Sweet.
I'm Jeff Blankenburg.
Alexa, stop.
You can.
So now I'm going to
I
go back
do wish
to...
we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner.
I'm
Bye.
going to do this one. Well, no, that won't even work. That's still going to be true, but if I do this, instead of that, I say ENUS. I get a bunch of records. And then if I change this to ENIN, so you guys can test this now. This should work. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think we fixed it. It was just that I wasn't approaching the field properly, and for those of you in other locales, that was the issue. So let me get off of this page that has like hidden info and this page and go back to everything. And I think we're working. So I'd love to know if you guys can get it to working now, or if you're still getting errors. But I think we're good. Now it is working partially. Do I have more than one of those in there? Filter by formula. That's the only place that I do the locale stuff. So startup, what isn't working now? These are good lessons. I would not have caught that bug until I really dug into the international stuff. Any thoughts? All right, in the meantime, I really want to see this text message go out. And so let's just open up the none of those are what I want. Okay, open GitHub, scavenger hunt, lambda, custom, index. I don't know if we actually push this, but I'm just going to give it a try. Alexa, open scavenger hunt.
Welcome to the scavenger hunt. I've sent an image to your Alexa app for the first puzzle. Good luck. What is your answer?
Stop.
Goodbye.
All right, I am seeing messages coming from you guys. These are the error messages that I'm sending myself as text messages. And it looks like you're hitting the favorites intent for some reason. So the next thing that I want to check... Yeah, it's because I didn't add the lamp intent to those other locales. So save all those. I'm going to have to recertify, I think, to get those changes made to the interaction model. I thought I had only published the ENUS, but it looks like I've actually published all 5 English locales. So let's go to Developer Console, find our skills for Jeff Blankenburg, and I'll push it through certification. Yeah, that's my bad, guys. That's just not able to... Yeah, you're not able to change the lamp because I don't have that intent published for you for some reason. That's my mistake. I'm glad I get to work with you guys all on this. This is eye-opening that I completely bombed on that. Okay, submission. Submit for review. Well, yeah, that's fine. Submit for review. We'll just drop it in there and see what happens. There's a chance because of the way our certification process works. I don't usually submit on Fridays because there's no guarantees it'll happen soon. If I do it on Monday mornings, man, it seems to happen really fast. But I've just submitted that change. No, I didn't. Withdraw. All right, so the other thing that I didn't do was actually push this. So I need to do ask deploy with everything because I've made changes to the models, right? So now I need to update, and it can't be updated because it's in certification. I try to withdraw it, it won't let me withdraw it. I've created a nightmare for myself. Withdraw from review. I discovered an issue. All right, so I screwed up. I'm gonna have to go withdraw this from review. Then I can get the skill to be updated. Then I'll submit it again, and then we'll be on our way. So I'm not going to worry about this for now. I will come back to that. But for now, we can close all these. I just closed the wrong JS file. But we can close all of that. We'll close the folder. And then we'll open the folder that we want to work in, which is the scavenger hunt. GitHub scavenger hunt. Open. Close that. We have our image here. We have our index file. I'm going to check and see if I don't actually know that I've pushed this code up. I knew if I didn't put a -f on there, it was going to get mad at me. Yeah, startup, thank you for letting me know about that, though. This is really good information, and it means to me that I need to think harder about my internationalization story, because it was working really well for me, but I can understand why it would not be working for all of you when I'm not querying my data properly. Okay, my code has been pushed. Alexa, open scavenger hunt. Maybe. Alexa, open scavenger hunt. What is that? What is happening?
There was a problem with the requested skills response.
Okay, that I can live with. Just give me something. Scavenger hunt. Password is required. What? Error message, password is required. What? What do you mean password required? What password? Grab that error message and see. what could I do to figure out what's wrong with this? Okay, so it looks like they think I don't have my password in there somehow. So we're going to go here and we're going to figure out why they think that. So I'm going to go back to my list of Lambda functions and we're going to dig into the scavenger hunt one. And I'm just going to make sure that those two values are actually there. And I called it Twilio account SID and a Twilio auth token. And I'm pretty sure if I go to twilio.com and I log into the console, then I will see my account SID and my auth token right there. And those match, right? I have the whole value in there. So am I referring to them improperly? Account SID and auth token. So if I come in here, I just misnamed it. So this is the problem here. I have auth key and it needs to be auth token. I just misnamed the thing. So let's see if that solves our problem. Basically, it's treating those two as username and password. I think their messaging could be clearer. That's when they say you're missing your password, what they mean is the auth token, and when they say you're missing your username, they mean the account SID. But that's just me. Alexa, open scavenger hunt. Getting closer.
Launch request.
Stop.
Goodbye.
Promise is not defined at send text message. Let's see if that await does what I need. Not having a great day today. I feel like I'm a little down about the fact that I screwed up the querying. I'm not getting any progress here. Alexa, open scavenger hunt. Alexa, stop.
Goodbye.
Promise is not defined. Do I have to define the promise? I thought this was the whole point of me using your code, is that I didn't need to do promise wrapping. Okay, done this before. Let's... How would you do this? Because I feel like I've done this a few different ways, depending on the skill. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe I would need to do this, where I like wrap the thing in a promise. Let's try that. So if I take this, await new promise, and then at the very end here I could just drop a curly brace and a parentheses and a semicolon. Let's see if that works. And then I don't even really need this await because I don't care. This is like a run and gun. I just want it to happen. I don't care about a response or any kind of information. I mean, maybe I should, but I don't feel like I should. I really would like this text message to go out, though. We'll see what we get here in just a minute. I'd like to just not get an error this time. Alexa, open scavenger hunt.
There was a problem with the requested skills response.
I didn't get the error. That's probably not good. Wait is only valid in an async function. Okay. So down here where I'm doing that, there should probably be an async function, huh? So many little things. What would we do without a debugger? I mean, honestly, I don't know how I would get through most of my day if I didn't have a debugger. And that's how people used to write code. It was just either perfect or not. And if it didn't work, then you had to figure out why. But the fact that it points me to a specific line, a specific character sometimes, is amazing. Alexa, open scavenger hunt.
Welcome to the scavenger hunt. I've sent an image to your Alexa app for the first puzzle. Good luck. What is your answer?
Stop.
Goodbye.
Okay. So I didn't get a message, but I didn't get an error. Let's see what the message log looks like. I just got a text message, but it was from my daughter's teacher, not the thing that I want. So there's no message written. Can I do a console log here? Inside promise to send text message. It certainly seems like we should get there, right? We should get to the send text message function because I'm seeing the comments from that. But somehow we're not getting inside the promise. Which means we're not hitting the Twilio messages create stuff. Alexa, open scavenger hunt.
Welcome to the scavenger hunt. I've sent an image to your Alexa app for the first puzzle. Good luck. What is your answer?
Alexa, stop.
Goodbye.
So 26. Inside promise to send text message. So we got in there. Can I see anything inside Twilio that shows me like usage? I don't. What else could be going wrong here that the message isn't sending? If I go to programmable SMS, is there a way to see like usage here? Cool. Yeah, I could have told you that it's not doing anything. These are from 2018. That's not what I care about. Dashboard. No errors or warnings. No recent activity. I don't understand. Why wouldn't this just work? I keep coming back to thinking that it's a Twilio issue, but it's probably not. It's a code issue. Did I do something wrong in their docs? I mean, I copied this word for word, right? My numbers typed wrong. +1 614 327 5066. +1 614 327 5066. What else could be the issue here? And all of this is just so I can send a text message because cards are not getting my job done. Man. I don't even know what to do here. I'm getting inside the promise. Let's do like... I don't know what else I can do here. Let's change this to response, because I'm already using a message. Maybe that's the thing. Because I have my thing coming in as message. I mean, you'd think I'd get an error for this, but who knows with code, right? It's always something. Alexa, open scavenger hunt.
Welcome to the scavenger hunt. I've sent an image to your Alexa app for the first puzzle. Good luck. What is your answer?
Stop.
Goodbye.
Maybe my image. Oh, maybe my image is too big. No, it's 279K. They have a maximum of 5 meg, so that's not the issue. Usage. I've used literally nothing. I don't understand. I think I need a mental break. I don't think I'm going to solve... I'm just not in a good headspace right now where I'm going to be able to solve this. Oh, it's frustrating. We're authenticating against Twilio, and it shouldn't really care until I get to this part. But for some reason, it's not doing this part. Is there something else I need to do? Twitter get. I don't know. Guys, I apologize. I don't know what to do here. I'm going to have to spend some time digging into this, researching. But I'm also starving. And so, like, between being hungry and thirsty, I don't have any water here on my desk. I think I'm going to call it a day. And we'll be back here on Monday, and we'll continue working on this. But there's something I'm missing, and I don't know what it is. But the fact that Twilio is not even getting a interaction, the fact that that's not even going through seems weird to me. So I'm going to regroup. I'm going to spend some time thinking. I don't know if you guys know this. I've mentioned it on earlier streams. I'm basically running a 5K every day. And so yesterday was day 9. Today's day 10. And I find that 40 to 50 minutes really clears my head, lets me think about stuff and solve problems. So I'll be back out there again at some point today. But I got to think on this one. I got to figure out what could be going wrong. But the good news is I fixed... Well, let's see if we can go back to that. I fixed the issue we were having. Cancel. Let's come back here. Oh my gosh, they passed me automatically? Well, that's great, except that I hadn't pushed the things up that I needed. So... CD Jeff Blankenburg. That's the other thing that I've been doing wrong. Working in the wrong directory. So let's try this. Ask deploy. See if it'll let me do that. Okay, that's a good sign. And this is where I was working, I think. Let's go open Jeff Blankenburg Models CA. See if the lamp is in there. The lamp intent is in there, so that's a good sign. Slot color in lamp intent. Oh, this is why I've screwed everything up. All right, well, I'm going to continue working on this stuff, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I've got some things to figure out and fix, but we'll be back again here Monday, and we'll be rolling, and we'll figure out some cool stuff. So thank you guys all for tuning in. I will see you very